What's up, my juice lovers? Today we're here talking all about almond milk, how to make the most delicious, the most nutritious, the creamiest and most desirable almond milk you've ever made in your life, all on one machine, Goodnature Hummingbird. So the first step to making amazing almond milk is to start with some nice, good, dry almonds. You can buy organic almonds in the store. The reason I recommend organic is because there's lots of surface area, right? Like if you're juicing hundreds or thousands of almonds, and the surface of them have chemicals on it, you're going to get a lot of chemicals in your almond milk. So even if you don't always use organic, I definitely recommend organic when you're making almond milk. So I've got 2 pounds dry weight of almonds here. And the first step is we're going to soak these in filtered water in the refrigerator overnight. And then they're going to soak up all that water, become nice and plump and juicy, so we can press all that creamy almond milk out of it tomorrow. For storage in the refrigerator, I really like these 7.5 quart bins made by Cambro. They're commercial NSF certified bins, and these ones are BPA free, and they come with these nice tight sealing lids. These are great for storing produce or storing juice or storing, almonds that are soaking. Pretty much having a few of these around in your kitchen. If you're gonna be doing bulk juicing on a regular basis, it's really handy. All right. So I'm just going to pour this in there here. You're just going to want to make sure that the almonds are all completely submerged in water with a little extra water in there because they will be absorbing the water overnight. So with that, we're going to go ahead and seal it up and put it in the fridge. Tomorrow, make some almond milk. Okay, we've got our fully soaked almonds here. They've been soaking overnight, ready to be pressed. But before we do that, let me just explain the setup I've got going on here. So I've got a commercial kitchen scale and a couple of the Hummingbird recipe bins, which we'll be using to batch out the almonds for juicing. And I've just got a little strainer here for scooping the almonds when we're doing our weighing. And as we can see, when you soak the almonds, the water does pick up quite a bit of sort of dirt and stuff and particles of skin and everything. So we're gonna strain these, we're gonna rinse them, and then we're gonna do our weighings. All right, now I've got my clean almonds that I rinsed in cold water. Now I'm going to go ahead and see how much water they soaked up. So I'm going to take a Hummingbird recipe bin. I'm going to tear it on the scale. And then we're going to dump these in here. Okay, so we are now at 2.9 pounds. So they soaked up about an additional almost 50% of their weight in water. So let's call it 3 pounds. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to juice 2 1.5 pound batches of almonds. And the amount of almond milk that's going to make really depends on the next step when you're actually making it, is how much water you introduce into it. If you want it super creamy, you can do a 1-to-1 ratio, but I'm going to do a 1-to-2. So I'm going to do 1 part almond, 2 part water, and we're going to do it by weight. So if I do 1.5 pounds of almonds, I'm going to do 3 pounds of water per batch. About right, and then I'm going to actually weigh how much is in this other one. About 1.3 pounds. So now we know we need, if I do the 2-to-1 ratio, I need 3 pounds of water for this one and 2.6 pounds of water for this one. I'm going to go over a couple of features of Hummingbird real quick, which make this such an awesome nut milk machine. First of all, we have the patented dual cutting blade, which is engineered to do soft fruits like pineapple and even hard things like almonds, which make this possible. And secondly, the hopper was designed very thoughtfully for making nut milk, because not only can we put large pieces of fruit in the front of the hopper, but we can also drop little things in the top like almonds, which make it easy to drop the almonds in and actually, as you'll see, pour the water in. So we're going to be grinding and pouring water in at the same time, which will give us that consistency we want. Just hit the grind button. Since we soaked the almonds, they are kind of soft, which is nice. Pour a little water in the top here. Okay, do some more. Okay, and we're done grinding. Drop that in the sink. So now we can take a look at what that looks like on the inside here. We've got this nice mash of ground up almonds. That's pretty much the perfect consistency you want when you're pressing almond milk. Is you want the really fine little pieces of almonds and then mix with the water there, because what that allows is when it presses now, it's really going to extract all those oils and all those delicious nutrients out of those almonds. So we can go ahead and press. And since Hummingbird is a press and walk away feature, well, this is pressing for the next 3 to 4 minutes. I'm going to start cleaning up in the kitchen. Okay, so now the first batch is done. Look at all this amazing almond milk. So I'm going to put in this giant 1 gallon pitcher here. Look at that. Woo, yeah. So you can see we got almost half a gallon out of here. It's between 1.5 and 2 quart mark is about 1.75 quarts. So now we're going to go ahead and juice the second batch. So here's all that dry cake. Super dry. If you want, you can save this and use it for baked goods as almond flour, or you can compost it, or we've got some recipes on Goodnature website if there's looking for ideas. Let's put a new fresh filter press bag in. Put the grinder down, make sure the bag's open here. Load up the recipe bin, like so. And we are ready to go with our water. The second batch is done now. Let's go ahead and add it to the first batch here. See how much we came out with total. So we're just under the 3 quart mark, which is about almost 96 ounces, which gives me about 8 12-ounce bottles of juice, or sorry, 12-ounce bottles of almond milk out of 2 pounds of dry almonds. And this is a pretty good consistency. If you want it a little thinner, you could add more water, which will give you more almond milk. Want it a little thicker, you could add less water. So it's really up to you to experiment. I know if you're running a business, you have to worry about the cost a little bit more than if you're making it at home. So maybe if you're making it at home, you do a little less water. Making it for a juice bar, maybe you do a little more, or about this amount, but there you have it. So this is a very, very good almond milk. Lots of the fat has been extracted from the thousands of pounds of force of a real juice press. Do not get almond milk this quality from other types of machines. It has to be an actual press that has a moving platen and uses thousands of pounds of force. Now we're going to bottle our almond milk. I've got my 3 quarts here, and I've got 2 40-ounce milk jugs from IKEA here. We've got a 16-ounce bottle from Goodnature here. Here we go.